welcome back to the channel. We are at the ABR Festival in Ragley Hall and I'm about to test ride a Morbidelli T1002. Sounds like a Terminator bike. Don't really know much about it. Been trying to get some test rides, it's really busy, but hopefully I can show you that, tell you what I think about it. We're gonna have a look around the ABR Festival, show you some cool stuff that we've found. So come along and join us. So here we are at the Moto GB stand, the people that are kindly helping us out. I'm going to talk to you about these as well. Look at these snazzy things. We'll get to them in a bit. They've been a godsend this weekend. I've got to give my driving licence in. Hopefully they'll let me on it when they see just how long I've been riding. Who knows? If I get turned away, it might be a different video of this.
Okay, so if you're new around here, you probably don't know that I have been riding for just under a year. And because of work commitments and other things that I've had on, I've not had chance to do any group rides whatsoever. So this that you're about to see is my first ever group ride. Not only that, I got put on a bike that I had no information of really, apart from what was on the stand, but with that busy at ABR, I didn't really pay attention to it. I didn't realize that this bike was a 1000cc bike. So we're going to find out how I got on. I'll talk you through some of the ride and I'll give you some insights while I'm talking to Claire, so you can see how a beginner motorcyclist gets on in a group bike ride. Now, I'll be honest with you, the guys that I'm riding with have been riding for years and I was shocked at the pace. So I'm not going to lie, by the time I got on the bike and got all my gear on, I was red hot and bothered, and it took me a while to settle into the ride. Now, one of the problems that I had at the ABR Festival is I've got this big massive bike, probably one of the biggest bikes I've been on, and the road out of the festival is on gravel. So the main thing is I didn't want to drop the bike on the way out with everybody looking. So that was my first task. So the closest that I've ever been to this feeling is where you pull in and out of Squire's bar and you feel like you've got all these expert bikers watching you come in and out and watching your every move, and they're critiquing everything that you're doing. Well, the ABR Festival is that on steroids, because everybody there are bikers, they're off-road bikers, and you just feel like one little slip and you'll never live it down. So I was really, really nervous and confidence was pretty low as I was going out, but I just thought, well, let's keep my head on riding the bike. And to be fair, even though it was a really big bike, the gravel didn't really give me any problems. So as you can imagine, I was really grateful to get off the gravel tracks of the ABR Festival. I'd made it in one piece. I didn't embarrass myself, thankfully. The bike was quite stable. Big thing, but it didn't feel too heavy to me as I was going through there, and I never felt like I lost any traction, so I'm pleased at that. I was very much looking forward to getting out on the open road, and I thought it was just going to be like a ride that I'd normally do. So I have been around bikers where they've been around me, like at Squires, and I did do a little Santa run at Christmas, but it wasn't a group ride as such. It was just like slow riding, and they were just going around housing estates. This, we're going to be on country lanes and riding like what I thought like I normally would. Once I got out onto the open road, I realised that there was a small issue with the bike, and that was when I picked speed up and there were more air going over the bike, the left wing mirror was loose, so it kept folding in. Now, I'm on a new bike, I'm a new rider, I've got riders behind me, I've got riders in front of me, I need to be able to see them. This was a little bit of a distraction, and as you just saw, I was red hot and I had to open up a load of vents on my jacket, so I felt a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I knew I just had to keep up with the group. Didn't seem too much of a problem at this stage. So you may be wondering why I found myself on this Morbidelli 1002 big old bus type of bike. Well, that's because Claire, my wife, has decided that she absolutely loves pillion riding, so it's something that we're looking into for getting a touring bike eventually. Now, the ABR Festival allowed us to sit on loads and loads of different bikes, so I'll show you some of that as we're going through this ride and you can see what we think.
So this is Cove. I've seen these in magazines, never actually seen a Cove bike, so it'll be interesting to see what they're like. What do you think to looking at?
That looks awesome.
Quite snazzy looking, aren't they?
Yeah.
Hey, look at this. It's got like a other way around, like a portrait mode. Do you want to try getting on?
Yeah. There's no pegs.
There's no pegs.
There's no peg for me.
If you want to blend in at ABI, if you're sitting on the bike, you got to do this. See?
Could blend it in very well, Andrew.
That's it, I think. That's how you fit in. £9,500. I like that colour, actually, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Again, this is for you, Claire. Claire, if you want to ride a Cove, you're going to have to get that licence. £8,500. 51 brake horsepower. The Cove models that we saw are obviously not suitable for what we're looking for because there are no pillion pegs. You might wonder why Claire's not on the test ride with us, and that's because the insurance for the test rides did not stretch to pillion. And as you'll find later on, I was quite grateful that that was the case. Zero. These are interesting. Do you know about these?
Never heard of them.
They're electric.
Really?
Yeah. You know, I expected an electric bike to feel heavier, but it don't, does it? What did you think to this?
It's massive for me. It feels like a lion, but it's beautiful. I love it. I like the colour, actually.
I do.
I do, yeah.
Desert sandy kind of.
Yeah, it makes me feel like I'm a real adventurer instead of what I do going to Blackpool and back.
Now that's a nice colour as well, isn't it?
I'd heard about electric bikes before, but not actually seen one in person. Be interested to know what you guys think about electric bikes. I know electric cars have taken off. What's interesting about that big bike will take a pillion, but you can ride one on a CBT. I'm finding a few quirks with this bike. I'm going to talk about that later in the video with Claire. I didn't fully appreciate what I was sat on. It didn't actually feel as fast as my Versys, but I started to become aware that I couldn't actually get up to speed with the guys in front. And I wondered if it was the bike, but I started to realise it's not that, is it? It's not the bike. I think we can all look at bikes for extra horsepower and think it's going to make us better, but really it were my riding. At this point in the ride, I realised that I'd taken on a bit more than I could chew.
Oh, look at that.
This is a Versys.
Yeah.
1100. Everybody reckons that I read that this is one of their best pillion seats in the business, so we've got to get on it.
Okay.
You want to try it?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Come on.
How does it feel for you?
Like mine, but a bit bigger.
Now that's the thing, if it's like yours, it's not exciting for you, is it?
Well, look at this.
Will I get on?
It's a modern machine, but it's got a dial.
Gosh.
I like that. We've got problems.
It's high up, that.
Oh, she don't like it straight away.
I do.
Now, everybody says that this is a really comfortable seat. What do you think?
Yeah, it is mega.
What, better than anything else you've tried?
Yeah, probably, actually. It is,
Well,
actually.
you make me feel little. You're high up, ain't you? Like that.
This is very, very comfortable. And I like the backrest. That's an important thing to tell you about.
Right.
It's very comfortable. So this is your bike, a bit faster version of it.
And newer.
A newer, yes.
It's got more stuff on it. It's got like
Gadgets.
buttons. Preload. Oh, look. Ah, so you can do your suspension and all that. It's got all that stuff on, hasn't it? Versys 1100. Yeah.
Actually, very comfortable in this. My only concern is we've already got a Versys.
Don't matter though if it's the right bike.
I know.
So if you look at the speedometer, I'm doing 59, 60-ish. It's a 60 mile an hour road, and yet I can't catch these guys up. The reason for that is because they can go around bends quicker than what I can. And this is what I've come to the conclusion is what I need to be spending my time on. I can look at all the bikes in the world, but it's down to my own personal skill set. So if you can ride, what I'm starting to realise, and you can tell me if I'm right or not, but somebody on a lower powered bike that's a good rider will ride smoother and faster than somebody on a high powered bike that isn't as skilled. Am I right in that? Can you let me know in the comments? Have I got that right? Am I going down the right path on this?
Yamaha. I think that's supposed to be a really, really good pillion bike.
What is it?
Do you want to try it?
Yeah, I do. I like that a lot.
Come on then. Do you want to get on first?
Yeah.
What do you think to that?
Great.
Is it better than the Versys?
Yeah.
Well, then that one you just tried.
Yeah.
Should I get on it and see
Yeah.
what it's like? Is it still better than Versus?
Yeah.
Look at all this.
Yeah. Although we think we're a bit closer here. Can you feel my legs?
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know.
Do you feel a bit close to me?
Do you feel like you're moving forward?
No.
No?
I can't move backwards. I can't move any further back. This is it.
Do you feel like, what, like you're wedged in?
I feel like we're touching, aren't we, a lot?
Yeah.
We didn't have that feeling on the Versus, do we?
No, so what do you think? Better or worse?
I think the other one's better.
Ooh, controversial
I was getting
opinion.
vibes there that you didn't think that.
I think I feel more at home on the Versus because it feels, even though it's that bigger one, it still feels a bit like the one that we had.
I also think something to consider is that if we're going to get things like this, how big are these? And I've never looked in one.
Some of them you can get a full helmet.
Can I get all my toes with it?
Oh dear.
One thing I do want to say is I've got some awesome trousers on. When we were talking about you slipping on that seat,
Yeah.
a company called Pando Moto reached out to us and said, "Oh, why not try some of these?" Now, as you know, we're not big on doing this type of stuff. And I said, "Well, if you want us to have a look at it, we'll try it, but we're not really bothered about doing a video unless we like it." I had these cargo pants that they sent through to me. I've worn them through the week. They've got the tiniest, thinnest armour, AAA rated. And look, there you go. That's where all the padding is, and you can't even see it. It's got hip padding, it's got vents, and I love these because I like to put keys
Yep.
and things.
So do I.
You might
Look at the back.
You might actually say you shouldn't put your keys in there, but what do you reckon? Let me know in comments. The material's unreal.
They're different colours, don't they?
Yeah, so this colour, this is olive green, I think, and they ain't got much stock of that, but they've got the black ones. I nearly went for black ones, but I saw these, went for them. I love these, but I will buy the black ones.
These are my jeans.
We think we've got slightly big size.
I've misjudged my size. I did say to you, I feel a little bit like, are we sure that these are safe? Because they're so thin.
What you've got there, it says it's power stretch. Do they stretch?
Oh, yeah.
Do they feel stretchy?
Yeah.
Is that why you think it might feel like it's too thin?
Maybe. I can feel like there's like 2 layers in it.
Yeah. Well, yours are A-rated.
Right.
But these are triple A-rated.
Okay, so yours are very good.
So
Yours are thicker.
these are more. So, you know, I mean, that might be what you're thinking as well. 10-ounce power stretch core Dura denim with Cool Max technology. Does it feel cool? I mean, this is the best
Yeah,
time to...
actually, I'm a bit
test
upset.
it.
I've been wearing different jeans all day. I should have had these on. I'm going to keep these on.
They are high waist, aren't they?
I like high waist.
So mine are triple A-rated. 12-ounce Cordura stretch denim, and it's got lined with a Ballistex fabric in key impact and abrasion zones. If you fancy grabbing a pair of the Pando Moto jeans we've featured, the link's in the description, and if you use the code Atlantis at checkout, you'll get 10% off your order. Back onto the group test ride. So this is about halfway through now, and we pulled into a garage, and at this point the lead rider got off and just had a quick chat with everybody, and he wanted to ask if the pace was okay. So the 3 guys in front of me said yes, I think, and they got to me. Now when you're in a group situation, what are you going to do? You're going to say, no, can everybody slow down? No, so I just said yeah. I don't think it was actually, but I think that kind of gave the green light to maybe increase this pace a little bit, and then yeah, you'll see what happens in a bit.
Quickly, we've got to sit on a GS. Is this the ultimate?
Is it comfortable
See-
for you?
Yeah, I can stand up on that.
Pardon?
It's very comfortable for me. Look at this. It's better. You gotta try and get on.
Comfortable and cool.
And I love this. I think, what do they call this? Rally or trophy?
I like this
World
red, yeah.
Rally. Something.
This red's nice.
Beautiful. You wanna try and get on?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean? Oh, yes. What?
I'm falling asleep on this bad boy.
I can't even tell that you're on.
No, it's really comfortable, yeah.
Loads of
Super
space
comfortable.
in there.
It's the most comfortable bike I've been on today.
Oh, no.
It is.
Yeah, it's the most uninsurable bike for me.
But we can't have it, actually, can we?
No, I don't think they'll even talk to me about it. This is such a good machine, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, they're massive.
What? Oh,
Get all
yeah.
the stuff in.
This is brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can see. I'd love to have a go on one.
It's exceptionally comfortable.
Exceptionally.
Yeah.
So as you can see straight away back on the bike, the guys in front have left me. I've got two choices. I can either try and keep up, or I can ride my own ride with the hope that I catch a glimpse of where they are. I decided that I'm going to ride my own ride. I didn't really want to be pushing myself too far. I can't ride like these guys. I know that this is something that obviously I think will improve with more experience, but I think also I need to do more training, more riding, more precise riding, and see if I can improve, because you know, they weren't speeding, they weren't riding reckless, they're just smooth.
These bikes are for me.
You love these, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Come on then. Let's have a quick look. It's very, very separate where you sit.
Yeah.
I think you've got your own thing. Are you ready?
Oh, that's easy
Straight
to
on
get
there. It's because it's low down. So what do you think?
Yeah. Low rider.
Is it comfy?
Yes. It's got massive speakers in the front.
I know it has. You can have all your tunes on.
This back seat is awesome. It's mega.
Is it?
Yeah. It's the best back seat I've been on.
I don't want to know. But everything feels really light on that bike, including the throttle. It feels, I'm used to a bit more resistance.
Right.
And it felt really, really light. And then the clutch were really light. You can adjust the clutch. And if it were my bike, I'd want a bit more biting point, because this
Okay.
were right at the end, a bit like what your monkey were.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
So you know what you've
Yeah.
felt. 'Cause it's quite, you're
waiting.
waiting, yeah.
get that, yeah.
So I changed that. But once you got it up and running, yeah, it were,
And how about on the gravel?
oh, fine. That were all right.
That was okay?
Yeah, it just held itself
And
there.
what about when you're going at higher speeds?
But one thing I did find, it felt like it were weaving a bit. It's windy, and I don't know if that's because of the size of the bike, but it just felt sometimes, I think maybe, you know, wind were hitting it, so it felt like it were weaving.
Back to the old days, Andrew.
Yeah, where it all began. So that's what we had with a different seat on.
Nice pillion seat on that.
These classics, they're just lovely, aren't they? Interceptor.
They're
GT.
beautiful.
They are beautiful, aren't they?
Absolutely beautiful.
And for the money, I think they're so good value for money. I loved mine.
I know you, yeah.
Loved it.
Sad what happened to that bike.
But if I were to have another one, I wouldn't ride through winter. Oh yeah. Just for tootling along and going for a coffee, and they're nice just for riding, lovely, without, you know,
That's
trying
for
to
a
be
joyous
technical.
day out, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful.
Look, we're going to go back to history a little bit. We've got first ones in the book
Oh, and then I missed them as well, you see.
story of this.
Yeah.
The levers on these are brilliant. It's a really big,
So what is that one?
it's a classic,
Right.
650.
I like this one.
So,
Bear. Yeah. A lot of people like that. I've not sat on one actually.
I like the colouring of it. It's great.
Yeah. Right little thing this. Quite further forward though. I love that. Brilliant. You tell it these are Himalayans. It says so. You can pillion this.
I like that.
You get on.
Yeah,
Put your pegs down.
yeah. I know what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
I'm a professional pillion now, you know. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, it's high up this. Ready?
Yeah. High up.
Yeah.
Hey, that feels all right. Does it feel like for you?
Good, actually.
Feels good.
For such a small seat, I'm actually quite comfortable.
Does it feel like a small
It's a
seat?
small seat compared to what I've just been on. I've been on that Harley, haven't I? Yeah, it's
spoiled.
nice. It's small.
This sort of highly.
We can't go around Europe on this with me on the back.
Right, okay then. Dismount. One time, I thought, well, I need to catch up. And I did feel back end slip a little bit on a tight corner.
Yeah.
I did, yeah. Now, there's new tyres on these bikes as well, but
Yeah.
it did definitely give me a little,
Tom Cruise moment.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't scare me, but I did feel it move.
Right.
So when I got back, I asked if it had got traction control, and it has, apparently.
I spotted this bike earlier. I want to look at it.
Okay.
Ready?
What is it?
It's this.
Suzuki.
800's nice, but I like this.
What is it?
It's a V-Strom.
1050.
Isn't it lovely, that?
It's a nice looking bike.
Easy mount.
That's a nice bike.
How do you feel on it?
I feel all right, actually. My feet are a bit further back than what I'm used to. It's like in a semi-sports type of thing. It's not really, but it does feel, I don't know. Yeah, actually, that would be comfy, I think. These grips are a little bit smaller. When we're having bigger hands, I prefer a bigger grip, I think.
Oh, I can see that is, yeah.
It's like I'm wrapping, you see? So I don't know if that'd be... Or it might be better, I don't know. I like looking at that. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it. It's not as comfortable on the back of here. You can't go that far.
Is that what you think?
You can go up to Squires on it.
But not far?
No.
Compared to what? You just want that Harley, don't
You
you?
can't go to Eagle's Nest on this. We'll have to do that on a Harley, I'm afraid. It's just what we're going to have to do. Now, I always like Triumphs. They're really nice, aren't they?
Look at that.
Yeah,
Like burnt orange or something. I love this colour.
I do. It's
That
gorgeous.
colour's just unbelievable, isn't it? Look how it catches light.
Now,
Awesome.
you can't seem to get any Triumph test ride, can you? On your insurance?
No, not near me. Can't get on the
I
train.
don't know where we can try a Triumph.
Well, actually, in early days, I did get offered some help from Triumph. And I tried to, I said to them, oh, well, I've already got a bike sorted out, but I'd love to come down and have a look at them. And I got a bit of a snotty answer back, didn't I? So we left it at that. So this is a Tiger 900 Pro, GT Pro. This is one that I seriously considered
Yeah,
until
I like that.
rung a well-known bike insurer and asked for a quote. And it came back, because of the problems that I've spoken about, under a year, a theft and business insurance, and the total price for 1 year of riding a Triumph Tiger was £3,065. And that's why we haven't got a Triumph Tiger.
Yeah. Can I sit at the back? Because
Yeah, try it. Comfortable.
Very. No, actually.
No.
Yeah, it's fine, but this top box is a bit high.
All right. That's that then. So are you glad that we didn't go for one? Looks nice,
Yeah, I am actually. I'm not bothered about this bike.
Ooh, dismount. How do I feel about my bike? It's a steady bike. I know, talking to the guys on the stand, they said you're better off having it for a weekend so that you can really get used to it. I didn't feel like it was as fast as our Versys.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that were a bit like more.
1,000.
Get a bit further, eh? Look at this. There's lots of people come to see Norley.
She's amazing, that's why.
Yeah.
I think the view's better at the back.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Laurie will be signing books. She's got copies of her new book pre-ride.
I think we're right at the back though.
I know, but we've got the best view.
I don't want to go to a concert with you. Norley's a bit late, but to be fair, she's come a long way. Here she is.
Oh, yeah, well. If you're describing it as steady, I think my next question, I know the answer. Would you buy that bike?
I'd consider it, but I think if you weren't coming on with me, I don't think I'd be excited to rush out on it.
It's not an exciting bike then. For you.
No, it's not exciting. No, is it? Well,
It looks really nice. I mean, I'm going on looks, aren't I? The look of it is great.
I mean, I went down some amazing roads. So you got to think from my point of view. I'm trying to. I can't just think about the bike. I'm trying to keep up with this group.
Yeah.
And then when I did get it up into higher revs, it came alive actually. But in normal revs, it just seemed like I were in third gear, and third gear did everything. And then you could put it in fourth, but then you lost that bit of poke. And then in fifth, on those roads, it didn't really. I mean, it was capable. It could go, but it weren't. You didn't think, woohoo.
So your first group ride?
Yeah, first group ride. Yeah. So and that's one of the things as well. Did it feel like it were truly planted. Maybe not as much as what I'd have expected. But you got to think, I think, you know, for the price, it's a lot of bike for money, isn't it?
And what is the price?
No idea. I think it's about £7,199.
So you're getting quite a lot of bike then, really, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm not a bike journalist. All this spec and everything, I can only tell you what it feels like. So it felt all right. It wasn't very exciting. It did feel like you got a lot of tech and a lot of bike for money. It's got a nice screen on it. And finish fit were really good. It felt like it maybe got hit by wind a little bit, and it's got this little snaky thing. And I skidded the back end out. So that's my unprofessional review of.
I've never heard a review like it before.
I've never heard of a Morbidelli T1002, but there you go.
So that is the end of my first group ride and test ride of this bike. I just had to get through everybody without dropping the bike and give it back to MotoGB. So thanks for lending me the bike. It was a great experience. I did enjoy it. Interesting bike to use. Totally different to anything really that I've had before. As I said, I didn't realise it were a 1000cc bike, and riding it I wouldn't have thought it was either. But brilliant experience, amazing roads around Regley Hall, and as we've said in previous videos, the ABR Festival is definitely something to put on our calendar every year. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next time.